Cassie told the jury that the offs made her feel disgusting and humiliated and worthless.
She did say these lasted between 1 and 4 days, and it would take her an equal amount of time to get her body recovered, to rehydrate, to rest.
Well, I think we're going to learn a lot about the nature of Cassie's relationship with Diddy.
Cassie Ventura just named Christina Quorum as keeping tabs on her for Diddy.
The second thing that was discussed this morning, will the public, will the media be able to see video of these?
Day 2 of the trial was supposed to be routine, a continuation of testimony, a few questions, a few objections. But what happened inside that courtroom stunned everyone. It wasn't just another day in court. It was the day the mask came off. And for the first time in his career, Sean Diddy Combs looked like a man on the edge. From the moment Cassie Ventura took the stand, the tension in the courtroom was electric. Dressed in a simple form-fitting brown dress, visibly pregnant, she walked in with her head held high, never once making eye contact with the man who once controlled every aspect of her life. And as she began to speak, that control unraveled. What started with a soft-spoken explanation of how she met Diddy at 19 years old quickly turned into a harrowing account of psychological manipulation, physical violence, and years of fear. Cassie described how she slowly lost her freedom, piece by piece.
He said he saw Diddy at one point after an encounter, Cassie by the hair from her computer seat all the way back to her bedroom while she was and screaming and and after she apologized and came out, he said that Diddy said, okay, you guys want to continue, and he couldn't perform. And that was it. From there, he could not perform after that. And he saw Diddy Cassie 2 or 3 more times after that as well.
How Diddy allegedly tracked her every move, controlled what she wore, who she spoke to, even who she collaborated with musically. He allegedly cut off her support system until she said, "He was all I had." And while the prosecution had warned of disturbing content, no one could prepare for what came next. She testified about the offs, multi-day events she said she was forced to plan and participate in. These weren't just parties. According to Cassie, they were orchestrated acts involving male escorts, with Diddy allegedly watching, directing, and controlling every detail. Cassie said she didn't want to do it, that it made her feel dirty. But she also said that at the time, she felt like she had no choice. She testified that when she voiced her concerns in an email, Diddy replied, "I know you don't want to do it." And yet she still did, out of fear, out of love, out of manipulation. Her words broke the courtroom's composure. Even the most seasoned reporters were shaken, but no one was more visibly rattled than Diddy himself. From the moment she started testifying, courtroom observers noted his entire demeanor change. The man who walked in looking like a billionaire mogul, calm, polished, surrounded by his legal team, began to unravel. He started fidgeting. First his tie, then his cufflinks, then his hands. At one point, he was frantically passing notes to his lawyers, so fast that one attorney had to physically tell him to slow down. As Cassie's stories grew more specific, Diddy's ability to remain composed completely collapsed. His face turned pale. His leg bounced uncontrollably under the table. He kept whispering, "That's not true," loud enough for the jury to hear. And then came the moment that would define the day. Cassie reached into her bag and pulled out her phone. From it, her attorney projected a series of text messages and emails. Messages from Diddy himself. Messages that seemed to confirm her stories. Apologies, threats, bribes. One read, "I'm sorry about last night. You know how I get when I drink." Another, "Whatever you need to make this right, new car, new apartment, just name it." And a third, "My lawyer can send the paperwork. $2 million clean break. But you never talk about the past 5 years." Courtroom gasps filled the air. Diddy looked physically ill. Then came photos, bruises, split lips, red marks on her neck, all allegedly from different incidents throughout their decade-long relationship. These weren't professional images. They were blurry, taken in mirrors, but they told a story the jury couldn't ignore. Diddy's team objected to the photos. The judge overruled. The photos stayed, and the damage was done. It only got worse. Cassie revealed that she had audio recordings of Diddy allegedly made to her and her family. Her lawyer played one of them, And that's when Diddy lost it. He stood up from his chair, pointed at Cassie, and shouted, "You know that's not how it happened." His lawyers jumped up to restrain him. One placed a hand on his chest. Another whispered in his ear. The judge slammed her gavel and ordered a recess. As they led Diddy out, everyone in the courtroom could see what had just happened. The most powerful man in hip-hop had just cracked in real time. And as reporters rushed to file updates, jurors sat in stunned silence. The day ended with Diddy sitting nearly alone, his entourage gone, his reputation in shambles, and the courtroom now ruled by the voice he had once silenced.